What's up? What's happening? DW in your face. We're gonna give the stream a second to catch up. Man, I'm getting like a really gnarly glare. It makes it hard to see. Oh well. I was out here cruising around flying the 3DR Solo, which I got up and working. We were gonna use it for drone retrieval the other day. My friend got his race drone stuck on the top of a roof of a building, and we were gonna use it. I flew up there and I was checking out the location, and they had already grabbed the drone, of course. Like they maintenance picked it up. So last time we went out flying, it was, I don't know, it was not good. Mel, what's good, brother? How's it hanging? Don't forget to smash that like a Rooski button. Show some DW love. And yeah, so it got me thinking. Last night I was watching Coast to Coast Drones, Bill, and over at Coast to Coast, and they were talking about drone batteries, and it got me thinking. Like, I'm really frustrated with drone companies pushing proprietary setups. And yeah, I mean, you guys know me, I'm the open source guy. I love the open source side of things. And I like taking, like, for instance, we've been working on the Xeno. I like taking drones that were never meant to take proprietary batteries, or never meant to take third-party off-brand batteries, and modifying them so they can. It's actually a lot simpler than I think most people realize to do that kind of stuff. And we've worked on the Inspire 1 battery, and I think I've got that solved, dude. You know what I'm saying? I really think I have the Inspire 1 battery solved. I don't think it's as complicated as everybody thinks it is. Now, I have yet to have a working one in my hands to be able to test that, modify it, and then send it to somebody that owns one. So I think I still need to get with Jim from Above and Beyond Drones to see if he's willing to send me one of his old batteries that just doesn't hold a charge anymore. I don't want a ruined battery. I just want an old one. But that got me thinking, like, what about all these other drones that are becoming obsolete due to proprietary battery setups and companies just giving up on the drones and not caring? A lot of times I can go through and figure out what they function on, and if I can get inside the protocols for the drone and find out what the fail safes are, then most of the time I can design a battery rig for your drone, and it's like 50,000 times cheaper. So for instance, we were talking about the Hubsan battery. I do the 3DR Solo battery mod, and now this works pretty good. This Ovonix battery gives me a 20-minute flight time, and they're $13. So it got me thinking, like, how come more people don't just modify their drones so they can take, external off-brand batteries that aren't proprietary setup? So somebody asked me the other day about an Xyro Explorer, the Zero Explorer drone. If you guys remember that thing, it was actually pretty cool like 4 years ago, and I think people still fly it. The problem is the company doesn't produce batteries anymore for it. So you guys know me, I'm the battery mod guy. I love modifying drones, older tech that isn't supported anymore, and making it relevant for today's market and the people that are still interested in flying those old products. Maybe that's just what they can afford, or maybe they have one and they're disappointed with the company that the company bailed on the drone itself. So it got me thinking, like, I want to open this up to anybody who wants to send their old battery if it doesn't function anymore, and they're willing to let me tear it down and make it mine, so I can mess with the mod and figure out what it takes to make it function properly on aftermarket batteries. So if anybody has any old drone batteries, I don't care if it's DJI, I don't care if it's Zero Range Explorer, I don't care. Send me your old battery if you guys want to. If it doesn't work anymore, it doesn't hold a charge, but the electronics still work inside, send me the old battery. I'll see what I can do. If I can make a mod for it, I totally will. A lot of these companies that have given up on these older products are willing to give you the command prompts and the protocols that they used to operate on. If you just reach out to the company and tell them what you want to do, a lot of times they'll just be willing to work with you because they don't care. They don't support the drone anymore, so to them it doesn't matter. It's like 3DR. I can ask any question I want to about 3DR, and they're the community is going to answer it because they made it kind of open source. It's almost open source. It's the same thing with the old what was the DJI drone? You guys remember what the DJI drone or the GoPro drone was? The Karma. The Karma, once again, is not supported by the company. They don't care about it, and people are now starting to complain that the batteries are having issues. Well, if somebody's willing to send me a screwed up Karma battery, I'd be more than willing to take it apart, have a look at it, see if we can build a battery management, take the BMS or the battery management system that's in there, find out if it has circuit breaks in it, find out what the protocols are, find out what the fail safes that engage and what time they should engage, and see if I could build a battery for that. So anybody that has a drone that has become obsolete, the company doesn't support it anymore, if you guys want to send me those batteries for testing purposes and see if we can build a battery that will work for it for extremely cheap, I'm all for it, man. I'm not against it at all. I've actually been testing these Lion Pack ideas, man. There's a company called Zod, and actually I want to give Wesley Palmer a shout out for this. Lord Bong 941 got me on this thing thinking about actually powerful Lion Packs that aren't very heavy, that still get endurance flight times, long range flight times on bigger drones. A lot of people don't think that's really a thing that's capable of doing that on a Lion Pack. Now, if you know, Lion lithium ion has a much longer endurance time and can be drained a lot lower and still have potential energy to keep your drone in the air for longer periods of time, whereas a lithium polymer is a performance battery instead of an endurance battery. It's just a go battery with a ton of power to, I don't have any next. Oh yeah, I do. So something like this would actually make my Hubsan Xeno. This is a 14.8. This is a little too large. My Xeno takes a 11.1 3SP1 battery. But something like this would make my Hubsan Xeno fly for a ridiculous amount of time, and these batteries are actually fairly cheap. So it's to me, it doesn't make sense that we keep letting these companies do this kind of stuff to us, where they want you to do proprietary rigs. This one was a simple, and I'm willing to build these connectors. If anybody has a Xeno, I won't charge you much. If anybody wants me to build this connector for you guys so you can run Dean's T connectors and choose your own hobby grade batteries, this is a really simple setup to do, and you can get extremely long flight times. The battery that's in there costs $13, and the stock proprietary battery that came with that unit is upwards of $40 to $50. So when I can get two batteries for $26 that will give me 20-minute flight times, why would I want to buy a proprietary battery when it's as easy as just doing something like that to the drone, so I can run my own batteries? And when the company fails and chooses not to keep up with the drone anymore and drops all services for the drone, you're not grounded. As long as they keep the app running and working, you're not grounded, because you can just stick any hobby grade battery you want to in your drone and fly. Now, I know DJI does a lot of crazy things with their batteries, these intelligent flight batteries. A lot of it is extremely simple to bypass once you know what you're doing. You just need to figure out what the fail-safes are and what the circuit break board does. So if you can reverse engineer the circuit break board, plug it in, communicate with it, talk to it in any kind of fashion, then normally you can figure out what the protocols are for that it runs on. And then you can design your own battery setup with it. You can actually flash that unit to a computer, buy a external board and flash the software over to it, and then make your own adjustments to that as you want to, which is really unique that you can do that. DJI would hate the idea of people doing that. It would hinder their sales, obviously, for batteries, but at the same time, I think as a drone community, it's time that we start asking these companies to really stop doing this proprietary battery stuff, man. It's just a rip-off. I don't want to blow $100 on one battery when I know I can just build my own battery, or buy a proprietary or a third-party off-brand battery, plug it in, and get the same results. Obviously, if you buy cheap, you get cheap results. That's hands down. That's just how it works. If you buy a cheap battery to use your drone with, and you stick it in there, and your drone fails, that's because you spent $10 on a battery that was 14.8 at 5,000 mAh, or you bought somebody's used piece of crap. Batteries are really cheap. If you just go on eBay and you look up hobby grade batteries, just look up the size that you're looking for. It's unique that the Xeno functions on 11.1 because it was designed for high voltage batteries. Once I started toying with the idea of putting a smaller battery in there, I actually was extremely surprised by the flight times that I was getting, and that's landing them at storage status. So that would be taking it just below storage status and then landing. So technically you could probably get extremely long flight times if you push the battery to its full extent, but as we know, lipos, you really shouldn't do that too. It's not good for them. You never, like me, if it was 11.1 volts, I would stop flying at 10.4 volts because I know the battery is going to recover. It's not going to cause a chemical imbalance in the cells, causing the battery to puff prematurely. So that being said, if anybody has older batteries for drones, or they have a battery and they just want to see what DW can do as far as modding goes, to see if you can run your drone on non-proprietary sourcing, let me know, man. I will put my email address in the comment section, or in the description of this video below. I will also pin my email address in the comment section for anybody who doesn't know how to get to the description of the video. With that being said, how's everybody doing today? I don't want to make this a really long one because I want people to see this. I'm also probably going to do an update to this video later on, kind of calling out a lot of the drone companies for doing what they do. You know, you guys know me. I voice my opinion. I'm very blunt. I'm extremely transparent, and I tell it like it is. I'm not here to pull a wool over anybody's eyes. I just have expectations of these companies, and I know a lot of people are like, well, just take what they give you. Well, why would I want to do that? I always should expect more. Sorry. That being said, guys, if anybody has a battery they want to send, just let me know, and I'll see if I can modify it. You know, I get a lot of you guys are at work. I know a lot of people don't watch me anymore because I'm just Dan, and Dan doesn't care and says everything that's on his mind, and that's just me. It's always been my personality. It's how I am. It doesn't take away the knowledge that I have, though. So if you stop watching me because you're irritated that I get into drama with somebody else or something like that, you're only hurting yourself, because my knowledge base is ridiculous. It's crazy. I learned a lot in a very, very, very short span of time. I'm a self-taught person. I love learning new things. I am just that way. That's me. That's just who I am. But I will never stop being blunt either. You know what I'm saying? I will always tell it like it is. If I have an issue with somebody, I'm just going to say it. And that deters a lot of people from watching my channel. You know, but at the same time, I really don't care, because I'm here for the knowledge. I'm here for the sharing of the knowledge. I'm here to help people. And those videos that I put out help people. I've been at this for 5 or 6 years. You know, I've got almost coming up on like 4 million views on my YouTube channel. So obviously I've reached a number of people, you know, but that's not going to stop. Just because I have an issue with somebody else or a YouTuber, whatever the case is, I probably have good reason for those issues. And a lot of people don't understand that. They only see part of the story and they don't get the whole thing. I just ask that if you guys see that kind of stuff, you just understand that I have probably a really good personal reason for the things I'm doing. You know, it doesn't mean leave. If it's just not your type of thing, don't watch it. It's really quite simple. If it's not your cup of tea, then just don't watch that video or don't watch that stream, or, you know what I'm saying? It's really, really, really simple, guys. I'm not asking you to be here. You're choosing to be here. So the only reason I'm saying this now is because I've gotten a lot of people that have been telling me, like, stop all the medical stuff. It's like, this is my channel, my life. I want to share it with everybody. There's people that care about me. There's, you know, I'm not asking anybody for anything. I've never put a PayPal link in there like, here, send me money because I'm hurt in the hospital. Never done that. I never will. That's just not me. Okay? I like prayers. Prayers are good things, man. Prayers are solid. You know what I'm saying? Prayers really help. Tomas, what's up, dude? And I'm dealing with a lot. I'm actually going to the Mayo Clinic. For those of you guys who don't know, I'm on my way to the Mayo Clinic. Regular doctors don't know what's going on internally inside of me, and it's got me really stressed at this point. So, you know, you only go to the Mayo Clinic when there's no other options left and nobody has an idea. Now we go to the best of the best and find out what they have to say. So yeah, Dan's internal organs are just not happy with him. There's been so much going on that it's crazy. So anyways, that's that update. But I'm always here helping as much as I can anyways. So don't forget to smash the like button, guys. I'm not going to talk your ear off all day. For everybody who popped in, thank you for being here. Drone Guy, what's up, dude? Still going to continue doing what I do. I'm making content more for me now than kind of everybody else. But when I find a necessity to modify something, I do. I'm not just out doing mods just to do mods to get views. I'm not out chasing unicorns, creating fake content based on stuff that doesn't exist. I'm not that guy. I don't believe on building a brand channel just talking about a company, one company, because it's a trending thing. Okay, if you have good, solid content and you're knowledgeable and you put that out there, that's one thing. But if you're just chasing views, I don't agree with that. It's just, if you're just reading what somebody else wrote and they spew that bullshit out, then that's an issue for me, because you're not giving proper props to the person that wrote it. E-Drone, you were the man. Thank you, buddy. I hope to fly with you soon. I know you were coming down in January or February, bro. Hopefully we can get together, rip some FPV, man. That'll be a blast. Hopefully I'm feeling up to it at the time. But yeah, dude, I'm like the Batman of the drone community that nobody ever asked to do anything, but I feel like somebody has to do the dirty work and make sure that people are doing what they're supposed to, following, you know, not screwing with newbies. I hate it when people give bad information because they don't know. They're just trying to grow based on getting views by talking about a trending topic. If you know what you're talking about, that's one thing. If you're just reading something off a piece of paper that somebody else wrote, you need to state that. You need to say that. You know, it's not everything is breaking news. Not everything is this. Not everything is like, just if you're knowledgeable and you know what you're talking about, you can explain it in a way that other people understand it and break it down for newbies, then that is solid. That is what the drone community needs. Those are the people that need to be here. For the unicorn chasers and the trending topic chasers, those guys are just bogus to me. They're so goofball. And most of them have no idea what they're talking about. They just like read stuff and then they like spew it back out. That's just, yeah, craziness. So anyways, like I said, not gonna talk you guys' ear off. I pretty much laid it all on the table. Like I said, transparent. So Dan's gonna get out of here. It is getting a little hot, even though it's breezy today. I did get a flight in with a 3DR Solo. It's not sunny, so the footage will be interesting to say the least. But I did put up the 3DR today. I got it all. Actually, I'll just show it to you. I rigged it up, man. She's an animal. She's an animal. I put the recovery lights on it. She's a big girl now. She's a beast. We'll power it up. I don't have the HDMI cable connected right now, but should communicate here in a sec. See the gimbal, my recovery lights. They look pretty good. So yeah, man, and naked down the GoPro. I made her totally almost naked at this point. She's been stripped for weight reasons. So, but man, she's a beast. Turn this off here. She's a beast. Anyways, I took it out for a flight today and had a blast, man. I was having a good time. So, yeah, dude. Send me your batteries if you guys want to. And like I said, Dan is here. He's not going anywhere that I know of. Let's croak. And I laugh at that now because you never know. Dan's just in rough shape. So, thank you. Thank you, Eric. So, guys, I'm outie, man. I'll catch you on the flip, dude. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. If you do, don't forget to name it after me, all right? And, carpe diem, dude. Go out and do something epic. Seize the day. I'll catch you guys on the flip. Toot-a-roo.